Hello and welcome everybody. Tonight we are playing the French battleship, the Richelieu. As always, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly.
Fire alarm!
But kind of the advantage of this ship is we've got two big turrets right on the front of the ship, and that's it. So most of the time when you're seeing somebody in this ship, they're going to be pointing at you with their bow. So we see an Iowa over here at sea, and I'm kind of assuming there's a destroyer in there as well, so that's kind of why I'm backing away at this point. I'd rather not take torpedo hits. And the Iowa's being smart as well and keeping kind of pointed towards us, but we're still managing to do some decent damage against him with the AP shells here. And if he's going to move forward, that'd be great. Because that will kind of cause the other people on my team here, particularly this battleship next to me, to pick on him as well. If you can get somebody off the board early in the game, that is all the better. I feel like a lot of times people really don't pay attention to the map and other people's kind of commands or communication. That is one thing I like about this game, is I hate people, so I don't like talking to anybody. So the kind of the automated communication of hey, here's a target, or hey, here retreat, or hey, go after this zone. I love that. So a lot of times if you see somebody calling out a target, it's because it might be weak and you might be able to get a kill on it. So kind of keep an eye out for that. And in this case, it's the Iowa. We want him dead. So as suspected, there's torpedoes coming because we knew there was a destroyer in there. And that's why we were so far back. And that worked out perfectly for us. And he's still in there because I can see the smoke screen. So here comes some more torpedoes. But I'm no longer spotted. I see this other battleship on my team moving forward too, so we'll kind of go forward and make sure we stay close to him. I think most people, if they've got battleships at these higher tiers, they're usually outfitting their commander with will to rebuild. So if you get in a situation where somebody's low on health, as long as you're close to them, they will heal if they have that will to rebuild perk. I feel like a lot of times people just don't help out their team enough. And when I say help out the team, way too often I see people expecting you to sacrifice yourself for them, but that's not what I'm talking about. We get you just hanging out by your teammates can be huge, and I feel like that's really underplayed. And when people are playing solo, and this game is great because you can just go in and matchmake, play by yourself, and get grouped with a team of 9. But kind of use your ship to its strengths and hang out with others on your team. And that makes a world of a difference most of the time. So I can see bullets coming from kind of off to the side off of Zone C. I know there's a cruiser out there. He gets spotted finally. But we don't have an angle on this Iowa that we've been trying to kill this entire time so far. But there's the Seattle. So the Seattle out there is being really smart and making sure he's got some cover while he's firing. So of course that's annoying for me. But I'm keeping an eye on him in case he moves out and where I can get a shot on him. And then they don't have any destroyers left at this point, so that's why I'm kind of being a little more aggressive and moving into the zone. And we'll take a shot at the Seattle, and of course it's terrible. Mostly my fault. I really want this Iowa, and I keep that's part of the reason I'm moving in here. He's just not going to show up for me. Seattle still wants some. Now I'm torn. Now I'm torn.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
It's always so tempting to go after the cruisers when you're a battleship with AP loaded. And that was probably the right call. Although we only got one actual hit, the others were over penetrations. But the one we did hit got a Citadel. And I'm going to damage con right away. I don't suspect too much else coming after me, so I might as well get rid of the fire.
Problem solved, sir.
Try and keep moving, like, between, like, slowing down and speeding up to try and throw the Seattle off, but it's only going to work a little bit. We've also got teammates coming in behind us to help cap this zone. We are even down a ship at this point, but we're sticking together, luckily.
Enemy cruiser founded.
And we get the kill on the Seattle with another Citadel. Only 2 bullets hit him that time, but they did the damage. They did their job. And we'll get the cap on the zone here and figure out who's shooting us at zone B. And we've evened up the score ship-wise, but we're down quite a few points just because they've had the zone on the other end captured this whole time. Or at least quite a bit of this time. And of course I got too excited trying to hit the Sazoya. Again, pronunciation not my strong point. But anyway, got myself in a situation where I'm about to run into this island. We are still on fire, but not a big deal. Those last few seconds of fire, it's like, don't hit damage con, don't hit damage con, don't hit damage con. Let it burn out so that you've got it just in case. Although, in that situation, it wouldn't really have mattered. There's nobody near me. But I could have gotten lit on fire again by this Sazoya. So we will plow forward to B. Ideally, I don't really see anybody that I can shoot, so the goal here would be to go and capture it. Especially since we are sort of even on ships. We're up 1 at this point now. It is nice that myself, the Iowa, and this cruiser off to our port side here, we all have pretty good health. And that makes a world of a difference. Sort of this mid to late game situation. Just need somebody to spot somebody.
Engine boost activated.
Nice thing about this ship, you get engine boost. Always love a battleship with engine boost.
Fighter airborne. All stations requesting the position of strategic targets.
Mains CE. Didn't really do much to him. I do think it would be cool if this ship had like really awesome secondary batteries, since like these bigger secondary turrets are loaded up on the backside. So in like that situation where, you know, like you've got an enemy behind you, the secondaries could light them up, but that's not the case. Secondaries are meh, normal secondaries, typical secondaries. So ideally we should get this capture on this zone and then start pulling ahead on points at some point. But we are getting kind of a little bit late in the game. But we're getting some Citadel hits. This mines is not going to last long. There we go. Nice job. gotta give him a nice work. You gotta let him know. Keep your team motivated, people. I am in a little bit of a bad situation here. I'm kind of broadside to these battleships coming around this corner. But luckily they didn't shoot at me. They didn't notice me first. It gives me time to kind of angle myself a little bit better. We'll take cover here behind our sinking ally. Two Ventos. Venetos. Again, pronunciation. Hard. See what kind of damage we can do. I'm aiming a little bit higher just since they're not, you know, they're not giving me broadside, you know, angled shots to them. So typically I'll aim superstructure. Occasionally, if you kind of know the armor situation of the opposing ship, you can try and shoot them right in the bow. But I typically do not know that, so I'm usually erring on the side of caution, being conservative and aiming high. And it's just not working for me in this situation.
Engine boost D. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
So I'm signaling to try and, like, you know, get my buddies to shoot this lead ship. Like, let's get rid of one of them first. So prioritizing one ship over the other is going to make the world of a difference in this situation. And that's exactly what happens here. Like, when you take somebody off the map, you're taking that many more guns that are shooting you off the map. So first one down. And now everyone, you know, when this other guy ends up being the only ship that most people can shoot, that's what they're gonna do. So he's not even looking at me. So I'm gonna plow forward towards him and shoot him as much as I can. And we are getting low on time in this game at this point. So we've just pulled ahead on points with that last kill. And then this one's gonna kind of seal the deal for us. Nice job. One left, Massachusetts. I don't even think we're going to have time to kill him. Got 2 bullets. There we go. And that'll finish it off for us. See what the scoreboard looks like. I doubt I'm at the top. Oh, second. Oh, Plymouth almost had a Kraken. Made some money though. That's all that matters, right? Made some credits. There we go. So yeah, I'm using this commander, Robert. Whether he's the best to do for this ship, I have no idea. I do not play as this guy a lot, but that's how I have him outfitted. You got better suggestions, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll try it out. But for now, thanks for watching. Until next time, everybody. Later.